And happy Wednesday. Some may even call it Hump Day.
Oh, there we go.
Indeed. And so welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Michael Mazzocco.
And where are we? At the
fabulous
Arizona Center. Oh my gosh. And you know, we're having so much fun as we have a guest co-host.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much. I mean, we're having a blast. So, you know, today, you just said it was the first day of Lent.
It is.
So
it is.
Well,
yes.
There you go.
Yes, and there'll be Catholics all over the world that are giving up things and preparing for something.
So, you know, one of the things I love about Lent is, as a vegetarian, there are certain things I can now go to Mexican restaurants on a Friday and get because they don't make them year round. They only make them on Fridays for all those folks who are giving up meat or something else.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yes, it's fish fry Friday.
So usually it's fish, but if you're giving up fish, then what do you have? So then they break out all these other dishes they normally don't make.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look at that.
So, yeah, so it's kind of a fun day to go explore new restaurants.
I'm just excited that I can eat Peeps out in public now.
As opposed to sitting.
I'm a closeted peep eater. There's something I'm closeted about, and that is my enjoyment of the Peeps.
No.
And all of my Peeps.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back as we continue our march towards the Worldwide Women's Film Festival. And welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Michael Mazzocco.
And we are at the fabulous Arizona Center. Oh my gosh. And you know, what I love about every episode we're doing right now is as we get closer and closer to the World Women Film Festival, we are highlighting a different work that's being shown there. And so today I am thrilled and we have Marilyn Swick.
Hi.
And you are here with My Life Between the Reins.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about.
Absolutely. So My Life Between the Reins music video was selected as a final selection for the film. And it's the music video from my feature film, which highlights the equestrian journey of a young girl through adulthood that has cerebral palsy.
Oh, wow.
It's very inspirational.
Yeah. I mean, we've had so many folks coming on the show talking about equestrian and how they can help folks.
Yes.
So great that you're doing a movie that kind of highlights that as well.
Yeah, and it's a true story documentary of her life.
Oh, wow.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. In the music video, I had the song originally written, and the lyrics highlight different parts of her life, her disability, her belief in faith and family to help her achieve her goals.
Wow. All right, well, I think we have a trailer, so let's take a look at the film clip.
I was born on a cold winter day. I had the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck 5 times.
And so that's when they said, we don't think she'll be able to do anything, really. Walker talker counts 10.
Every single day of Paige's life is a struggle, but you would never know it. She looks at her cerebral palsy as a gift from God.
Cerebral palsy is a condition that almost defies description. It is so multidimensional.
When I met you at that horse show, Paige, I just knew I had to tell your story.
She is a vessel to show other individuals what can be possible when so many times she's probably been told that it's not possible.
Why horses? You know, like those of us that show horses, what is our why that the horse brings into our life?
When Paige gets on a horse, she becomes a different lady. The smile when she's on that horse is just phenomenal.
There was one thing they did not know about me. Quitting was never an option.
between the reins. This is my life between the reins.
Your faith in God can take you to levels that are unimaginable.
Wow.
Thank you.
I mean, it's so inspirational. Even from just that clip, you can see where there's so many moments of, I mean, I'm not disabled, I'm inconvenienced.
Absolutely.
So.
And even an able person getting on a 2,000-pound animal
Right.
was a challenge. I've been showing
Right.
horses my whole life, and when I met Paige, I knew I had to tell her
So
story.
how did you meet Paige?
Our horses are actually with the same trainer in Texas. Yes, and I had never met her. I'd heard about her for many, many years, and then last year at the Fort Worth Stock Show, I had the opportunity to meet her and her hero mom, who's really the unsung hero of the whole story.
Right.
And after talking to them for about an hour, I just knew I had to tell her story.
Right. No, I completely get that.
Yeah.
So now, so this has won several awards. We have some of those right here on the table.
Absolutely.
So what do we have here on the table?
So I'm very proud to share that the music video won Best Music Video, Best Score, and Best Original Song at the Show Low Film Festival last fall.
Oh, very
That's
cool.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So when can people see the music video?
Yeah, so it's screening at the film festival on March 8th at 2:20 p.m. and Theater 8.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So obviously from looking at this is not your first production.
No, not my first rodeo,
So
to speak. Right.
exactly.
It was begging
Had
to be
to.
said.
Right, had to.
So how did you get into filmmaking?
So I was a model, then an actor, and then I decided to start creating my own content. So I started screenwriting, entering that into festivals, and then directing, producing, etc. And I have teams in Texas and Boston that I like to work with for my crew. And I've done films such as a documentary on REM, talking about a patient's journey with narcolepsy, and interviewing a doctor about the sleep research being done on the International Space Station as well as here on Earth, and the combination of that. Did you know that space has 16 sunrises and sunsets? Talk about a circadian cycle.
Right.
Right.
Talk about messing up your sleep pattern.
Right,
It's
for
like,
sure. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another one,
100%.
another one, another one.
Yeah, so I'm just so excited to keep creating content and sharing it with the world.
Yeah. So just let people know where they can see your film one
Sure.
more time.
It's screening at Women's Film Festival on March 8th at 2:20 p.m. in Theater 8 at Harkins on Shea Boulevard. Please come by and support our film.
And so many other amazing films.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's been really the fun since we started doing this. Is like every day, just somebody coming on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, I don't think I can get there at that time, but okay. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So Marilyn, thank you so much for coming on
Thank
and
you.
sharing, obviously, what is one of your passions.
Absolutely.
And Paige's story, what an amazing story, even from just this clip that we've seen.
Yeah. And wait for that film to come out.
Oh my gosh.
Then you'll really cry.
Well, yeah. So when is that coming?
The film is in post. We hope to have it done in 2 months, and then it'll start the film festival circuit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I have a feeling you'll be able to add some more awards to
Absolutely.
your table.
Absolutely. Never give up.
No, never give
Never.
up. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll be right back after this quick break with our usual shtick of things to do, celebrations, birthdays, you name it. Catch us back right here. Welcome back to the morning show on this Wednesday. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Michael Mazzacco.
And where are we?
At the fabulous Arizona Center.
And oh my gosh, you know.
That gets better and better every time.
No, it does, because it's so much fun. It just kind of sets the tone. It's like, because we just love to have fun here.
Well, right.
And we're pitching all kinds of local stuff, whether it's a local artist, whether it's the World Women Film Festival, bringing in all these local filmmakers, talking about their passion, what they love to do, as well as one of my favorite moments, the history segment. All right, so on this date in 1918, the little town of Miami, right next to Globe, was incorporated.
Interesting.
So it's part of that whole copper corridor, and I love here that this is what is now called Bouillon Plaza. That was the former site of the dance hall, but then the school was built there. So Miami High School was open from 1923 to 1994. Listed on the Register of Historic Places, and it's now the Plaza Museum. So there's all kinds of Globe Miami history in that building. It's a really cool building.
Now you're pronouncing it Miami. Is that how it's pronounced?
So that's how I was told to pronounce it.
Interesting. Okay.
By someone who grew up there. And I've heard other people pronounce it Miami, just like the place in Florida.
Right.
But I was told it was Miami.
Okay. I love it.
So that's what I'm sticking to. So, and you know, and it's such a cool building. So if you ever get a chance to go visit, it's well worth it.
I will, definitely.
So, all right, let's talk a little about some things we can celebrate. I almost feel like I need windshield wipers on my glasses to get rid of the spillage from that lick. All right. So today is Learn What Your Name Means. So have you ever done any research to find out what your name means?
I have.
So what does your name mean?
Michael is guardian and the archangel.
Right.
Michael.
Very cool. And what about Mazako?
Mazako, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I did look a little into it.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
So basically, Italian from mezzo, which is a bunch or a bundle. So basically, could be referred to somebody who gathered or worked with crops or plants.
Interesting. That makes sense because Abruzzo, where my father's family is from, is a big farming community. So that makes a lot of sense.
Very cool. And my name, Marshall, keeper of horses.
Well, beautiful. Then that makes our guest very apropos.
Exactly. And then basically last name is Shore, boundary or edge.
Okay.
So, which I like to think, it's like, I like to keep pushing where those edges are and like, well, how far can I push this edge?
Well, and even though it's March 5th, March 4th, continue moving forward. Push that edge.
Exactly. Keep on going. All right. So, now, also today is National Potty Dance Day. We all have a little dance, when you go to theater, a restaurant, or someplace else, and there's a queue for the bathroom, and then you kind of sit there and you have some movements to kind of help you try to hold
whatever might be happening.
Exactly, whatever is there. So, we all have it, so just relish it, maybe even put a beat to it. And it was created by Charmin.
Oh, of course.
Which I think is very funny.
Yes.
Which I think is funny.
Yes.
So
a potty dance off now. I'm seeing it in my head.
Oh, that's just a scary thought. No. And then, so yesterday we had Beer Saves the World.
Okay.
So today, Absinthe Day.
Oh.
The Green Fairy.
Yes.
I mean, originally it was slated like so many liquors as a medicine was its true origins, and the fact that it became kind of the bohemian lifestyle. I mean, here you see the photo with it's on the sugar cubes and the little drops of water to kind of help sweeten it up. But I mean, the green fairy that became so synonymous with France, and just that Belle Epoque in Paris.
Absolutely.
And so, and you know, and actually, and coming up at Gamage is going to be Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, what a perfect, I just thought, I was like, oh, well, look, they're going to talk about that. And I know there's a tie-in.
I can point out my 3 hairs on my chest from each time I've had absinthe.
Well, and you know, and it's funny because it's like, at first it was not legal in the U.S. And so now it's legal in the U.S., but it's not got the wormwood in it, or it's a different wormwood. It's not got the psychotropic, the too young in it. So you can get it. If you like licorice, you'll enjoy it.
Correct.
If you don't like licorice, you won't enjoy it.
No.
So.
Nope.
And then, oh my gosh. Okay, so, you know, we talked about, like, yesterday was snack day. Cheese doodle day.
The color of your sweater.
Indeed, cheese doodles. And what I thought was hilarious, which I didn't realize, was that this texture originally was for animal feed in the 30s and 40s.
Interesting.
And then it became a corn-based snack for humans, not just food for animals.
The idea, the color, it's reminding me of a person, of something. I can't put my finger on it, but it reminds me of something.
So I just think it's so funny that.
Yes.
And then, I mean, from the 1950s, and now there's so many different brands out there doing their own cheese doodles. Those little kind of puffy, not quite crunchy, but not quite soft, that in between.
Yes, there's a great documentary on the spicy cheese doodle. Cheez-It. Is it Cheez-It or Cheese Doodle?
Oh. Both are good.
Yeah.
I
delicious.
wouldn't be upset with either one. So, all right. So, besides having some cheese doodles that originally were intended for animals, and then they started, hey, you know, if we just put these in other bags and put colorful art on them, people will want to try them. So what are some other things we could do than stuffing our face full, than dyeing our fingers orange, and
well. Well, there is so much to do here in the Valley, always, every day.
So, what are some highlights?
Well, we have DreamWorks Film Trivia at Sugar Bar in Chandler tonight at 7 p.m. Who's not a fan of DreamWorks, right? And there's all those little nest eggs in every film, harkening older films or sequins. It's very interesting.
Even, I mean, it's like, and I love how even different generations will watch the same movie and find different things.
Right. So that's a lot of fun. That'll be happening at 7 p.m. And then the World Ballet Company is going to present The Great Gatsby at Mesa Arts Center.
Oh,
that sounds fun.
That does.
I love a good ballet, and in Mesa Arts Center they do such fantastic work. Such interesting companies come through there, especially dance. So that's going to be tonight, also at 7 p.m. And then there is on March 22nd, speaking of ballet, the World Ballet Gala, put on by Hartley Dance, is going to be at the Orpheum downtown Phoenix.
Oh.
And they're bringing in dancers from all over the world to be performing pas de deux and also performing with students that were cast. So that's very exciting. There's so much good dance and activities and culture going on here in Phoenix right now. It's very exciting.
I know. It's like the list goes on and on. It's like there's always like, oh man. I mean, I can remember it's like back in the day where it'd be like, oh look, we have a theater show in like 3 months.
Right.
And now it's more like, oh my gosh, there's 5 things I want to do. Which one is top on the list, and can I squeeze in other things?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I mean, look at Ballet Arizona. Their season has been spectacular.
Right.
It's so exciting here. It really is.
I mean, yeah, the whole Frida
Frida was spectacular. One of the best pieces of dance I have ever seen in my entire life. It was the closing of the first act will haunt me. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
It really was. Also, tonight at the Phoenix Art Museum is going to be a screening of Sugarcane. That's a documentary about the Indian schools in Canada. But we are very fortunate to have our Indian school building still here, while we have Indian School Road and still Indian School Park. So many of them were torn down, but we are able to honor that history here, and they are going to be able to see the history actually through this documentary tonight at the Phoenix Art Museum. It is a powerful
Very
film.
cool. Well, and our school was open until like 1990.
Correct.
I
It was open for
mean,
99 years.
Yeah, which is just insane.
Yes, it is opened in, I believe it was 91. I'm sorry, 1891.
Okay. No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. So absolutely brilliant that we still have those buildings here and we can still visit them and learn the history here in Phoenix. That's very special. This one is one of my favorites going on tonight, though. It was the Emu Skate at Skateland in Mesa at 6 p.m. I think that is so much fun. Can relive our childhood, put on your best emu outfit.
And break out the guy liner. And be sure to just slather it on, so...
Don't talk to anybody and don't look people in the eye.
That's right.
I want to go get some popcorn and just sit on the edge and watch everybody skate in their emu outfits.
And just ignore each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, totally.
And the music.
Oh, the music! Come on, Effervescence, all of those were iconic musical times.
Right.
And lastly, we have Pop Culture Bingo at Bleacher Sports Grill.
I'm so glad
Phoenix.
we'd gone to several days without any bingo. I was starting to get worried. I was like, maybe Dylan decided he didn't like bingo anymore.
Well, yeah, he has said that before. That's going to be at 6:30 tonight at the Bleacher Sports Grill. So if you know your pulp culture, get on out there and see how much fun you can have. See what you win.
Well, I would say it always is also kind of like, well, who's pop culture? Is it now pop culture, or is it 80s pop culture, or because if it's now pop culture, I'm like, I haven't a clue.
Yeah, I would lose.
Completely agree with that. So, all right. So, anything else we should be looking at
For today? No.
Okay.
No. It's there's just things going on everywhere.
Right.
And after this past weekend, I mean, I think we all need a breath.
Indeed.
We had the Melrose Street Fair. We had the Arts and Crafts Festival. We had
my God. Yeah.
Oscar Day, which is, that was spectacular to watch. So.
Indeed. So let's move on to some birthdays.
Wake up, hey, it's your birthday. Jump up, go have a great day. Everyone has come to see you. Make a wish and hope it comes true.
All right. So now I heard you talking earlier about Las Vegas.
Oh. Yeah.
And so one of the kind of long-standing shows in Vegas is Penn and Teller.
Oh, yes.
And so Penn Jillette's birthday is today. So, they both, Penn and Teller met in the 70s, and they have done so many different shows, bringing magic to masses. Mm-hmm. So, and that's not stopping, so go check out a Penn and Jillette show, or a Penn and Teller show. We also have Eva Mendes, an actress and model, and she's also dating Ryan Gosling.
She is.
Yeah. They have kids together and everything. So she is 50. And so her breakout movie was in 2001, Training Day, opposite Denzel Washington. And she's also recently launched, 2013, not recently, she launched her own fashion line. So, you can go celebrate her by watching one of her movies, watching one of her boyfriend's movies, or just looking fabulous.
Absolutely. Strong Latino woman there. I love it.
Indeed. And then also 50 years old today is Kevin Connolly. So you might, it's like, you know, I was like, so he started off, he was in Rocky V, was where he got his start. He went on to gain recognition in sitcoms like Great Scott and Unhappily Ever After, which I think probably had a small market share because, you know, I'm a sucker for anything with a puppet. And so there you go. No matter how crass that puppet may be. So he has also been in Entourage on TV and in the movie as well. So happy 50th birthday.
That's where I know him from, is Entourage.
So that's right.
Yeah.
So, see, and I know him from Happily Ever After.
I know.
Because there's a puppet. There were no puppets in Entourage. So, all right. And then for those country western fans, we have Gabby Barrett. Now, she's been doing live shows since she was 11. She won a talent show in 2014. And then she followed with American Idol, where she basically did an album that has been certified 7 times platinum. And it basically sold almost 16 million on-demand streams its opening week, marking the largest streaming week ever for a debut by a country album by a woman. So I thought, how cool is that?
That is cool.
Yeah. So, you know, Gabby, happy 21st birthday. 24th birthday.
24th.
Yes, I'm not quite sure what I even said. I was like, I think I was slurring my words.
It happens to all of us.
I think that's absinthe with that would get to me. So
I called a sequin earlier, so it happened.
You know, it's all good. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on The Morning Show. We'll be back with you tomorrow for Thursday when we'll have another guest. We have more stuff to do, things to celebrate. So if you have something you want to celebrate, be sure to throw it out to us either on Instagram at On The Morning Show or even email hello@themorningshow.com or check us out on Facebook as well. And we will see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.